Evening. What? Good night. Good night. Okay, thank you. Good evening, everybody. My name is Jeff Van Horn. I'm the 5th and 6th grade music teacher here in Collinsville, and this is the 5th grade music consortium, 5th grade music class. So, round of applause for them. We're very excited to present a very eclectic concert for you tonight. As you can see, we brought everything we could get from Home Depot tonight. So we're going to be playing a little bit of recorders, we're going to be playing some boom whackers, and we're going to be playing our buckets. So the first thing we're going to be performing for you tonight is the thing that we've been working on probably since, I don't know, September, October, August? Yeah, probably the first day of school. We're going to be playing our recorders. Yes, the bane of every 5th grade parent's sleep habits, hearing, sanity. There are valid reasons to have this. There's a lot of really good musical concepts that go much further down the line than just making your sisters mad at you. Okay? So the first song we're going to be playing is what I call the beginning band recorder national anthem, is Hot Cross Buns. For a lot of us. It's a really good foundation to have with the music education that these guys are getting here. The next song we're going to be playing is called Gently Sleep. It's got a little bit more smooth, a little bit more lyrical feel to it. We'll see if our DJ knows what's going on now. Yep. Sequential. You'll see on all of our recorders we have these things called belts. This is part of a program called Recorder Karate, and if you can imagine, there's a couple, usually boys, that are a little hesitant. I'm not playing a stinking recorder. Well, what if I give you a fancy little white belt for your recorder? It totally works. It's witchcraft. I buy it every year because it works so well. So you'll see a lot of different varieties of our recorders because we're at different ability levels, which is one of the really great things about music, is we can be in the same class and have a lot of different ability levels. The next piece we're going to be playing is Old MacDonald Had a Farm, which is the purple belt. treat for you tonight. The culmination of karate, or so I'm told, is the black belt. There's a really well-known melody, you'll actually hear it again tonight with the 6th grade band, is Ode to Joy from Beethoven's 9th Symphony. It's kind of funny that his most well-known melody was when he was completely stone cold deaf. So he was like, yeah, I hope it sounds good. And we have 5 black belt recorder karate masters up here on stage tonight. And these guys are really great student helpers because eventually, if you can imagine hearing all this stuff and trying to listen to each one of them individually gets really hectic. So once we hit black belt, they help me test their fellow peers. So it's kind of like little baby music teachers, right? What? Oh, big music teachers. Okay. Okay. So we have one more recorder piece for you tonight. That's Ode to Joy. Every other day, so I have half of the 5th grade class one day, half of the 5th grade class the other day. And one thing you'll see behind me is a whole bunch of colorful PVC piping. What these are called boom whackers. If you can imagine how you make them work, would you demonstrate for me, please? We have all of the musical notes available based on different colors. And it's really, really a cool way to teach some ensemble coordination with recorder. We're all playing the same thing at the same time. So this is a really cool way to do a little bit of this. And I didn't realize how, I don't know, like mad scientist sort of thing is until I got up here with 35 of these things and I went, oh, what am I doing? This is insanity. So here we have a couple pieces for you on boom whackers. The first one we have is Are You Sleeping? That's a really, really difficult skill that, especially in the upper band world, I just take for granted. It's like, hey, trumpets, you're playing 2 different things at the same time. They're little baby 5th graders. They're going to learn. Trust me, the brainwashing is almost complete. Oh, that's a secret? That's not a very good secret. The next piece we're playing is Baba Black Sheep. I'm glad they know what's going on. I'm just the ringleader. Which is, for some reason, titled after me. It's like, I'm not that old. I know the hairline's deceiving, but we have one more piece called This Old Man. portion of our concert for you tonight. This is a really, really cool and a really cheap, efficient way to get these guys used to playing drums because what does every kid want to be when they first join band? A drummer. So we'll tease them a little bit. We're going to do one more song for you. This is Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars. And I apologize if you're deaf by the end of the concert. We have one more for you. This is Uptown Funk. Before we do that, though, I just want to say what a awesome job I have to be able to make music with these young adults every single day. I really look forward to seeing where they go, hopefully in band next year. But regardless, I had a really good time this year working with them, and it's a really great group of kids. And I'm going to miss them for 3 months.
Oh, no.
What? Only a few months, okay. So here is Uptown Funk, everybody. a little bit of a history lesson along with it. Before the Star Spangled Banner was ever written, unofficially the United States of America, wasn't even the United States of America at the time, had a national anthem that was called Chester. And it's an old colonial piece that we're going to play here for you. So here is Chester. Trivia, million bonus points. It's in the program. Who wrote Ode to Joy? Brandon. Don't say Beethoven. Oh, he put himself on the spot. Anybody gonna steal? Jeopardy? Cooper. Beethoven, that's right, Cooper. Beethoven. That's not Beethoven. Beethoven. And ironically enough, his most well-known symphonic work comes from the last movement of that, but he was also stone cold deaf at the time, so he was just hoping it sounds good at this point. It's obviously very, very big in our popular classical musical world, so he actually probably did something right. Another really cool thing about starting to get these guys at another level is we can do more than just the hot cross buns, you know, the stuff we kind of do with recorders to get them introduced. We start talking about a lot of musical terminology, which is all in Italian because that's where the foundation of our classical music comes from, is Venice and places like that. So I get to teach a lot of Italian, and one of my favorite ones, which we have to be careful of with this one, is a DS al fine. Now it's a DS, so where do we go back to? I mean, they're not wrong, but there's a lot of terminology that you wouldn't normally get in a day-to-day classroom sort of a thing. So here is Ode to Joy. I do have a couple of awards that I like to give at the end of every school year. Obviously, these are all in good fun, and I told the kids today, it's supposed to be funny. Don't. So if I have hurt anybody's feelings, conveniently Hunter's the first one. So I would like you guys to come on up and accept your award. This is just a token of my appreciation, and I like to have fun, and these kids really, really appreciate that, and I just wanted to say how much I appreciate them at the same time. So, Hunter Van Oy, would you please come up? And I think this is just better shown than explained. So Hunter is being presented the Best Handshake Award. one is actually a twofer because it goes to two people. Now, the stereotype is of the best instrument, the trombone, being kind of the rowdy one in the band. But this year, our rowdy crowd is actually the trumpet section. So I'm presenting an award to the two ladies in the section because everybody knows that girls are much more mature than boys, and that never really changes. So London Patterson and Case Ford for corralling the trumpet section. I think I'm hilarious, so you just have to entertain me. Now, something that brass players, especially in the marching band world, know is that there's a certain crest where you never take your instrument as a brass player, because if you take your lead pipe, the part that your mouthpiece goes into, and it goes over the horizon, any spit that hasn't made it down to your spit valve is going to come right back at you. So, Leo. Leo is receiving the Trombone Hydration Award. I think the crowd is ready. I'll do one more. Now, I'm a big fan of movies and popular culture, and I have a student in here who would greet me every single day with, "Oh, hi, Mark." And if you get the joke, you get the joke. That's all it is.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, yours is coming, bud. No. And definitely had to be careful about spoiling Endgame for anybody who hadn't seen it. So I'm presenting Mason Garland with the Pop Culture Guru Award. All right, so I have a couple more of those I'll give to everybody else. I've been really looking forward to our next piece, and if you just give us a moment while we're getting set up for this one. That I wanted to include the 5th and 6th grade teachers in. A round of applause for our victims, volunteers. And, it wasn't really hard to convince a couple students to do this. So this is a feature of our boomwhacker instruments and our 5th and 6th grade staff.
Practice this?
before I get my sweet retribution from those 5th and 6th grade teachers. Believe it or not, when you have band, you need your instrument. Quite a concept, right? So, the yes, you do need your saxophone today award goes to Mason Pecora. Now, I have a really weird sense of humor if you haven't figured that out from that last piece. But there's always one student who's really good at adding sound effects to our rehearsals, whether they're called for or not. There's lots of birds and yelps and grunts and some other sounds I won't repeat because we're in a family environment. But the sound effect award is being rewarded to Nick Cox. All right, I have a term that I like to use with my percussionists especially called noodling. When you're not supposed to be playing, that's called noodling. And I don't even, they already know. And I think we've worn the word sorry out because behind all these curtains is all the high school equipment because their concert is tomorrow night. So it was like kids in a candy store when we brought everything over last week. And sure enough, this person found every single marimba and keyboard instrument that I have, honestly, and did a lot of this. Oh! 5 seconds later. Dude. So the Noodlin Award is going to Robbie Denning. Now, this one takes a little bit of a story as well. Now, you know, we're at an age, guys, where you're developing who you are, who you want to be when you grow up, kind of a thing. And there's always that really, really popular person in the class. Or we're always saying his name for some reason. Like, always, every single day. To the point of, I don't even have to discipline this student anymore because his compatriots will discipline him as well. So kind of funny enough that this is sort of a noodling award, but the award for the most popular, not always getting his name yelled at because he's playing when he shouldn't be, goes to Riley Patterson.
All right, I'm going to make this really slow and really slow.
I told you not to.
Wait, you forgot punch back.
See? The next award I have is for a sassy flute player that I have in the band. This flute player is, see what I'm talking about? This flute player is just always, I can't even deal with it. These people are so young and so dumb and they're making weird noises. And he's still playing his clarinet? Yeah, he's still playing his clarinet. So the Eye Roll Award goes to Savannah. Now, you notice how they're sitting in chairs. Some days, 5th and 6th grade teachers, that's asking a lot. And there's one especially adventurous student who I can turn around to do attendance on my computer, and he's off in a different. The Wandering Spirit Award goes to Tim Grindstaff. Okay, got a couple more here. The award for the student that always wants to really reiterate what we're doing in class. What exercise are we playing? What things like that. Not that he's not listening. You see a trend here? But the, wait, what are we doing award? Goes to Will Hale. Now this one kind of struck me last week and I'm pretty proud of this one. Austin, this gangsta back here, is playing an instrument that is as big as he is. Okay? And that was my biggest qualm about him starting on tuba was like, can you physically hold the thing? So, and Austin has a really, really good taste in music. he was wearing a Slayer shirt last week, and I was like, how are you not getting in trouble for that shirt? And I took a picture with him. It was totally awesome. So see if you can get it, the Heavy Metal Award goes to Austin Reed. All right.
I was close to getting this shirt.
There's an award. See, doodling. Told you. The award for the student who's always got a hurt leg, or my hand hurts, or man, or I can't carry my baritone out to band today. The Leaving It All on the Field award goes to Brandon. Alright, a couple more and then we'll finish with our last song. There is an award for the person that's keeping the instrument repair technician at Save Music in Sherman in business. Because one of the first things we ever learned in band was, you can't eat and you definitely can't candy, nothing like that, because even if it's not in your mouth anymore, the stuff is going to get in there and your instruments can actually get sticky and gross. So, the Instrument Repair Specialist Award goes to Brinley. Now, trombone players are obviously the best at everything. I'm a trombone player, if you couldn't figure it out. But we have one trombone whose personality is much, much larger than his stature. So the small size, big personality award goes to Gage Gray. He's back there, he's right here. Alright, I got 1, 2, 3? 3 left? Yeah, looks like 3. Alright, now, percussionists, I always rip on percussionists because they're not trombone players, obviously. But they just, I should probably mention him. Now that I just totally ripped on him. Percussionists are a special breed. We'll just say it that way. And I mentioned having all this high school equipment over here. Now, this person is very good at his interpretive dance skills. I've never seen anybody play the tambourine so eloquently. It's like a swan ballet. And there's some break dancing occasionally. The interpretive dance award goes to George Light. Alright, 2 more ones and we're done on our last one. Now, there is one student on here who makes me feel like I haven't accomplished enough in my life, because this student always has his stuff together, always has a practice chart. How me have you put the practice charts in for this week yet?
Not that they got glasses.
And it's like, dude, giving to it. I'm sorry. So the Persistent Practice Award goes to Gavin Russell. And finally, the student who is always late to band because he's talking to the ladies. The Ladies a Man Award goes to Garrett. Alright, a couple more things before we play our last song. I would be remiss in apologizing to 3 gentlemen here on stage. If you can imagine, putting together 2 concerts in the span of 2 days is hectic, to say the least. So I want to apologize to the baritones, Brandon, Nick, and Austin, our tuba player. They were left out of the program, so I bribed them with Whataburger. So, I mean, yeah, and can you forget my name next time? No problem. And I wouldn't be remiss in saying we have a very tall 6th grader back there. What's great about having is about having such a supportive group of kids in the upper levels is I said, Jerry, I don't have any music, but I need you to play on this concert. Anyway, okay. So, Jerry, thank you for stepping in at the last moment. guys all for being here tonight. I know how hectic and crazy the end of the year gets. Trust me, I know. I want to thank Mr. Kemp, Mr. Bates, the 5th and 6th grade teachers, everybody who's a part of this school, because it couldn't be done without you guys. I want to thank all of my band students, my boosters, just everybody that's involved in making my job and my life a little bit easier every single day. And I'd be remiss in thanking 2 special people. Ooh, almost in the doghouse for that one. My wife is here somewhere. She puts up with me, so please mourn her patience. Thank you, Danny, wherever you are. And then this group of people right here. She's hiding. Okay, this group of people on stage right here, it doesn't matter how good of a teacher you are, it doesn't matter how good of a director you are. You don't have kids up on the stage, you don't have anything for a program. And I want to sincerely thank each and every single one of you guys, because I know how tough and how much I push you guys, because I know how good of students you can be. And there's a poster up on the wall in the band room that says, "I only yell because I care."
And because we're cool.
I cared a lot the last couple days, didn't I? Especially Nick. I really care about Nick. And Riley, yeah. But in all sincerity, guys, this is a great group of kids to work with. And again, like I said before, I'm really happy to have had the experience of working with this band. Round of applause for you. The last piece we're going to be playing for you is called Confluence by Jonathan McBride. You'll notice most of the pieces that we played today were really short little exercises, and I wanted to really challenge these guys this year and put a full-on concert piece together, and it's just so awesome to get to work with such hardworking students. So the last piece for tonight is Confluence by Jonathan McBride. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Have a safe trip home. We have a high school band concert tomorrow night. Lots of cool stuff happening. Thank you for being here tonight.